Hi, my name is Paul Davids and welcome at Learn That Lick number 4, and today we're taking a look at an amazing 12-bar blues and only the first 12 bars, so don't be afraid. Okay guys, I just need to share this with you. I was editing this video and I almost got a heart attack. I heard a sound coming from the wall and I figured, that's not something I heard before. Maybe it was a mouse or some animal inside the wall. No, I just continued. I heard it again. I looked to my right and I saw this dreadful sight. My beautiful red Strat was hanging from this mount. It was literally just coming out of the wall. I almost died. It almost fell on the ground, I swear, but I was just in time to rescue my baby. Keep your wall mount secured. Tip of the day. Let's continue. Alright, here we stop. So this particular 12-bar blues is pretty awesome to learn because there is a lot in it. From phrasing to note choices to the chords to the embellishments and chromatic runs, it's all in there. Articulation. It's a great piece. So I'm gonna explain all the things he does, why he does it, which chords he's playing. And if you go along, you will learn something from it, I'm sure. So it's a 12-bar blues in the key of B flat, and it's major. He's playing by himself, so he needs to establish the chords and the lead with only one guitar, which is pretty awesome technique to learn. We're playing in B flat major pentatonic mostly in the beginning. That's a great skill to play on the 1 chord, the B flat 7. 1, 2, 3. So he's playing the 6 over here, fret 10 on the A string, back to the root, the 8 on the D string, and back to the 10 on the A string. And then we hear that very bluesy character already. It is because we go from a minor third to the major third. The minor third can be seen as a blue note in this case because it's a major chord, but we're gently touching the minor note in front. And he's fretting the root note with his thumb on the low E string over here. And the picking technique is very cool as well. He plays the low string with his pick and the D and the G string with his fingers. It's called hybrid picking. You play it twice. And then it's the first lick. Over the B flat chord. So we start at the root, over here, B flat, and then we do the same. We slide from the minor third to the major third, and he does this a lot. So basically anytime you play the major note over here, we're just gonna play the minor note very briefly in front of it, almost all the time. Then we go to the 5, so this is basically just a major chord with a little embellishment. Then we go to fret 8 on the G string, and again the slide back to the root, back to the 5, 8 on the A string, and now again to the 6. Different position, so not over here, but over here, fret 5 on the D string, back to the root, to the 2, fret 5 on the G string, back to the 6, and again to the root. So that lick played over the B flat chord. It's a brilliant lick, it's super bluesy. 3, 4. So that's the first lick, very good. And again, just laying down the chord. It marks the beat as well as it sets a chord to the listener. So you hear I'm playing a B flat chord. Okay, cool. Again the chord. Okay, and now the next lick. This one is a little more special. Let me just slow it down a little bit for you guys on 0.75%. So here are some very cool things going on already. So we walk up the scale, but now we play Mixolydian mostly. Again, the slide to the major chord. But now, and this is a very important distinction, we play it instead of so the little note in front is not a note by itself, a grace note. Then we walk up the scale, 5, the 6, and then the flat 7. So this note is not from the pentatonic major scale, but this is the 7 from the B flat. So that's a note you can easily add to the B flat major pentatonic, because it's in the chord and it sounds great over the B flat major or the B flat 7 chords. Then we go back down to the 6. We do a pull off and hammer on from 6 to 8. Let's hear it. Then we go back down. Back down to the root. And now we go to a next chord, to the 4 chord in the key of B flat. But before we play that chord, we play half step up from the target chord. The target chord is an E flat 7, 6, 5, 6, 4 from the A string down. But before that chord we play E7. That's very bluesy. Just slide into the chord a half step up or down. You can do this or up. It's the same. Bluesy vibe. So now we're on the 1, the first beat of the 5th bar, where we go to the 4 chord. Okay, so now we change its positions and we go to the 3rd position. So now we slide from fret 3 to 5 on the D string, and we're basically still playing in the B flat major pentatonic, but a different position. Okay, so it's the same notes, different position. So 3 to 5 to 3 and 5 on the G string, and now we slide up to the 6 from the 5. And the 6 is the note from the E flat. So that's when we establish the 4 chord in our playing. So we slide up, slide down and pull off to fret 3. So we can easily have it as a fast lick. And back down, 5 and 3. Then we go to the B string. Listen how it goes back. We slide up to fret 3, so this is just again a blue note, a grace note, just in front of that D. C sharp to D. To 4. Then we slide up to 8 on the B string. So now we're back in this position. So he slides 8 and 6. So the 8 is again a note from the E flat 7 chord. Okay, so we play fret 8, 8 and 8 on the D, G and B string, which is just an E flat major. Back to B flat. We slide into the chord again, 7 and 6, but then start a half step below. Cool. So that entire lick. And then he plays a root note after that. Cool. So this is a little bit spicy. He just adds a chromatic note. So we start at the B flat, the root note. Then we slide from the 9 to the flat 10, or from the 2 to the minor 3. Because it's blues, we often love hearing the minor 3 on top of a major chord. Just sounds cool. It sounds bluesy. It sounds painful. The clashing is what we need to make it sound bluesy. the dissonance. Okay, so from the 6, and then you slide the 8 to the 9. Then we do fret 8 and 6 and slide down to 5. And the 5 is an odd note in this case because it's the major 7 on top of a 7. But again, it's just a choice he makes. It has a certain sound, a dissonance. It sounds pretty awesome. It's a great lick. So 8, pull off to 6, slide down to 5, back up to 6, and down to the second string, 6. Then we play 8 and 8 on the G and the D string. To the 5 chord. Cool. So we play 7 and 6 on the G and the B string. So this is just the B flat chord. Chromatic action. So from the 1 chord via a chromatic transitioning note to this is basically the 7 chord, an F7 from this. So now we're on the 5 chord, bar 9 is that. And then we do a cool little lick. Let's have a listen. Let's first do that one. So on the D string, so because we're in F, you can see it as this position. From 8 to 10. 8 and 8 on the G and the B string. Followed by fret 11 on the B string. Fret 10 on the E string. Chromatic action, 9 to 10. And then 10, and he does a cool little thing. From 10 to 9. And then 9 to 8, and this again is the so 1, 2, minor 3, 3, back to the 1. So you can play around with these notes and just a chromatic movement. It's always a lovely way to embellish your playing in blues and in other genres too, but alright, and now we go back to fret 6. So we just make a downward movement, not in the pentatonic scale, but mostly Mixolydian. So 6 on the E string to fret 9 on the B string, so it's the 1 and the flat 7. Perfect on the B flat chord. Fret 6 on the B string, and then we go the minor major again. And then to the 6, so fret 5 on the D string, fret 2, sorry, the 2, fret 5 on the G string, and then the root note again, fret 8 on the D string. So let me play that part in total. It's just lovely. He's so tasteful. I really love his playings. Cool. So up to the turnaround, we play a major triad, and this is the first time we don't play a slide to the major note. So it's 8, 7, 6 from D down or up, doesn't matter. And then we do the same shape from 8, 7 and 6 from the G string down. So major, B flat, but now we have an odd note in there. This, the flat 13, which is just a crazy way to make your 7th chord a little more spicy. Flat 13. And then we move up the pentatonic scale, but with the blue note. So but instead of going to the 1, we're like delaying the resolution. So we do a pull off from fret 6 to from fret 8 to 6, slide to 5, to 8, to the root, to the 5th. So fret 6 on the B string, back to the root note, the B flat, over here at position 11 on the B string. So the last thing, so here it is very slowly for you guys. 1, 2, 3. And now let's try it up to speed. I don't know if I can do this because I haven't practiced it for too long, but it's a nice challenge. 1, 2, 3. Anyways, something like that. So I know we covered the grounds pretty quickly, but I just want to inspire you to learn this stuff yourself. And the way I'm showing you just is more of a guideline than a die-hard lesson. The note choices, the chromatic things you can add, the melody lines, the phrasing, the chord changes, it's something you can take with you. And of course, listen to his version, slow it down. It's the Collings video, Clean Shuffle Blues, and with my video as well. I'm sure you can manage to play this. So the tabs, completely written out, are available at my Patreon page. So if you want to support me and thank me for doing my job here on YouTube, it means a lot to me. And if not, subscribe, like, comment, share this with all your friends, and have fun playing this 12-bar blues video lesson I did. And of course, hats off to Josh Smith. Check him out, he's an amazing blues player and really worth checking out. Great guy. Thank you so much for watching. This was Paul, and have a great day. Thank you so much, guys.